morning, everybody. How are you? We are about to go for another drive. Got the whole family in here somewhere. Hello, family. And Mama Countryside, Mrs. Anneesa Feenstra. We are on our way, and I'm going to say this wrong, but we are on our way to the Pochinkovsky Stud Farm. It is in the south of the Nizhny Novgorod region. I believe it's like a 3.5 hour drive. We're going to do that today. We will be staying there overnight. They have asked us to come out and take a look. They're going to show us around. It isn't, well, I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about it. I won't tell you a whole lot about it. You will find out about it in the video, but it is a horse farm, and it's been there for a long time. It fell into disrepair, but is recently under new ownership, and they are repairing it, fixing it up again, and it is a part of history. I'll tell you that much at least. So I hope you guys enjoy it. As always, please like, share, and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you want to reach us, you can write to us in our emails, and that is also in the description down below. Basically arrived. It's been about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours since we left home, and we are there. We actually drove past it because a couple of the kids are sleeping, and they only recently fell asleep, so we wanted to give them a little bit of a longer nap, so we just kept on driving. It's a beautiful road, and I was just remarking how this could be so many places in Canada, so many places in the USA. You know, if I cut some video footage from our trip through the States last year into this, I don't think you would tell. I don't think you could notice the difference. Now, it has gotten overcast. We lost our sunshine. We started off beautiful sunshine, and it was actually really hot. We don't have air conditioning in this van, unfortunately. So it was getting pretty warm in here, and now it's nice. It's comfortable. We still have the windows down, but at least we're not, you know, overheating anymore. It's nice and cool. But yeah, it's been a beautiful drive. Awesome scenery. The more I drive through Nizhny Novgorod, the more in love I fall with it. I'm just very grateful that we are here. That's not to say the rest of Russia doesn't look nice. I have no idea. I haven't seen it all. What we have seen, I still prefer Nizhny. I like it here. I like this region. And no one is paying me to say that. I just enjoy it. There's so much variety here within this region. Depending on which direction you drive, it's slightly different. We've got some really flat land, we've got some rolling land, there's got some escarpment and some cliffs. Not rocky cliffs, not stone, but still just lots of scenery. Lots of trees, lots of variety of trees, and even a lot of maple trees. Now this is what I really like, because my wife and I love maple trees. Growing up in southern Ontario, we had lots of maples. When we moved out to Western Canada, there is no maples, and we moved to Northern Ontario, there is very few maples, barely ever find maples there. So maple trees is something that we've always loved, and we're glad to see that they're here. When we had researched Russia, basically it said there was no maples here, and that is obviously not the case. Now they call them by a different name. We found out, we did some research into that, and they are indeed here. They are not per se sugar maples. There's a lot of Norway maples and what we would call Manitoba maples, as well as another two kinds that I can't think of right now. Yeah, it's just beautiful. we have arrived. Stand here. So these ladies all met us here and are now going to take us through these gates.
It's safer here. It's a motherland of horses, heavy truck horses, and now we will have a walk toward a horse stud.
Horse stud.
Stud.
Yeah.
Yes. Farm, maybe.
Farm. That makes more
Yes.
sense. Yep. Go that way. All right. So everything in here is part of this farm, apparently. Stand there. Look at her. That's what I got out of that.
Мы с вами зашли на очень административное здание, оно уже небольшое у нас находится на территории конного завода. Оно, это здание пока стоит, ждет своего момента.
Now this building is empty, and it is waiting for good life, maybe.
Be restored. Data. So everything you see here belonged to this horse farm. Homes for the workers. They have their own kindergarten down here. A lot of these are it's empty now. Like I said, it was in pretty poor repair, and they're in the process of fixing it all up. It's more living space. She was saying there used to be apple trees here, and the horses would eat the apples. And they have a school down here as well. This is a club for dance, and library, and it's all part of this farm, which is really neat. It actually reminds me of like a Hutterite colony where everybody lives together. They're all farm workers from the same place. And so I don't know if you're familiar with Hutterite colonies, but they're like a religious group, conservative religious group that all live together in one community and raise their children together. They have one school, they have everything in common, they eat their meals together. I didn't know who they were until I moved to Western Canada. Then I heard about them there. Beautiful roses, see? I think those are roses.
Yeah, Mom says they're roses.
Yeah, very pretty.
Rose bush.
All right, let's catch up. Looks like an old chapel, maybe. So unbelievable. They had 14-year-old boys here. They were enrolled in the army for 23 years. I don't exactly know why they were living at the farm, but they were. And this was a chapel. They were religious boys. And as she said, in 1917, with the revolution, slowly religion got pushed out and churches were closed. And so this was repurposed as a water tower, of all things, which is probably why the top bricks don't really match the rest. Big, thick walls. Oh yeah, it's in poor shape, but the original structure is still there, which is pretty cool.
Oh, all the blocks.
The original thing, they said it was 300 years old, which in my mind is still staggering considering the age of Canada and the United States. There's like no history there. When you come to Europe, you come to Russia, and it's got thousands of years of history, right? This farm alone is 300 years. It's amazing. Just a massive barn. Get around these posts here and just see the length of it. All the way from over there.
Do you like?
We were told that there was grief, so I tried to do it.
There used to be an administrative building, now it is a house. Pardon me?
What do they do with the horses? Can you ask?
With the horses? I don't know yet. We'll find out. Beautiful. The trees. I see a horse. Ah, look at that. Yeah. Nothing, I don't think.
He's got long hair.
Во всеобщем разглядеть уникальный архитектурный комплекс Пochinkovского конного завода, перестроен уже в 1823 году. Именно вот в этот прекрасный красавец, каменный квадратный каре, как вы видите, да, из грязи. И поэтому такой указ идет по всей стране, и вся Пochinkovka возвращается на землю.
Oh, but it's still here. It's still here.
Do you know Stalin?
We'll check my math, but this building is built 4 years before Canada became a country. Talk about history, right? Doesn't even look that old. I mean, considering how old it is, it's in pretty good repair.
The light brown, like the light.
Oh, his head is huge.
That's a big horse.
He didn't want to get.
Turn around, Cora. There we go. Inside the compound here now, you can see the gates you come through, and it's actually a square. So they're in the process of reconstruction, as I've said, and right now only this one here and this one are being used, and then the rest is empty. This would have been an absolutely stunning tower. It was taller, and there was a weather vane in it, but it didn't survive. There's 3 fires in a row here. I'm not sure exact years. Last one was 1998. And then you can see the rest of this is in much poorer repair. But they're in the process of reconstructing it all, and one day they're hoping to have it all looking beautifully again, using it all and developing tourism. A central building here, beautiful flag hanging on the top. There's 1 kilometer of buildings all around here. Here they're fixing part of this roof. But it literally wraps all the way around. You can get behind this guard shack here into this side. You can just imagine going through here back, 200 years ago into this compound when everything was bright and shiny and new. It would have been quite something. There's some in here too? Here a horse, there a horse, everywhere a horse.
Стены метровой толщины. Отсюда они, все у нас фундамент из бутовых камней, так как все-таки починки.
There's a big horse. In all fairness, he's standing up on a ledge though. He's cheating.
There's a horse street.
So each pen, 1 horse. Again, this is a 200-year-old stable, so it's pretty good shape. You got these old tracks here, same as we'd have in the old dairy barns in Canada to haul the manure out. Not too many surviving anymore, of course, because nobody uses them. And they don't use it here either. This reminds me of that Fort William, or no, I went with Ben in the East Coast. I forget what it's called. It was a beautiful old barn too.
Yeah, but I spent a lot of time restoring it. Alright, Corey, getting that phone back.
Это угловой манеж, он и выводной, и случной. Каждый
Oh, you're off to a good start.
I don't even like horses.
He's up. Hey, don't come tumbling down. Baby doesn't like it. Hold on, it's like an elephant.
This thing's huge.
Compared to you, that thing like almost fits your size.
Pochinkovsky.
That's awesome. It's like a giant horse for a giant man.
I survived.
It's like perfect size for you, my dear.
А вы?
No. Cora, you're or what?
You gotta get up too, Mama. Mama up.
Go ahead.
You're not going up?
I'll let some of the kids go if they survived. Maybe, we'll see.
You're filming them all?
Wowzers. It looked like it fit you perfect.
You look good up there.
Yeah, he does.
You gotta stand on your head. Your feet in the air.
Stay on the side.
That's cool.
That was the biggest horse I've ever been on in my life.
Да, мама попробует тоже.
We'll let Cora go. If she survives, I'll go next. You go.
Really impressive. This was a riding arena area where they could show off the horses, show off maybe some of their skills. I think buyers stood here as well and could look at horses. Uh-oh, Maddie, not happy. I'm super impressed by this building. How wide this is, clear span. For back in the day, that is an incredible engineering feat. And of course, beautiful painting on the wall here as well. I was, yeah.
Okay, good.
Not her, I was videotaping in general, but I can.
I don't have her to take a picture. Very nice.
I have to send this to her.
I'm trying to show you this. You have to put your foot in because I couldn't reach either.
You're good.
Woo!
Oh, we can always help them.
Look at me, Mom. Just because she couldn't get her leg over.
Yeah, I'm just so short, I couldn't get my leg over.
Same my problem. That's a boy.
See? No bit.
What do you think, Maddie? What do you think? Huh, Dorsey? Not too sure about that, eh? Good job, buddy.
That's a big horse.
Good job. Good job. Good
That
job.
horse is like
A giant.
20 times bigger than you. You could fit in that
Oh,
horse.
don't run, don't run.
You're gonna go?
I like to get it to this white wall. Eli. Okay, put your foot in there. There you go. Turn it sideways.
This one? English is very good. Where did you learn English?
Okay, and say, look at me.
Where did they learn English?
That's what I did when we first started going, whoa.
Me too.
I figured if I could get on an elephant, then I could probably get on this horse.
You've been on an elephant?
Yeah,
When?
at the circus. Arena. Hey.
You happy? You happy? You were telling me all these big stories. The big stories. No. Alright, so far it's been great. Weather's back again, it's sunny. It's hot in the sun, of course, but we're going for a bite to eat now. And yeah, it's neat. So they don't actually do a lot with the horses, they sell some. But other than that, it's not necessarily a profitable venture. But it's an important one because, again, it's a matter of keeping history alive. Right? These horses were an important part of Russia and Russian culture, Russian history. A lot of times we think, it's a waste to spend all that money to keep something like this going when it's no longer necessary. We don't need those horses. We have tractors, right? But if we think about that of everything in the past, then it's gone. Once it's gone, you can't get it back, right? And everything's like that. So it's very important to hang on to our history because that is who we are, who we were, where we come from. And it's important to acknowledge that and remember that. So I think it's really cool. It's an important project. And I'm always a fan of those types of things and really appreciate that they're taking the time to rebuild this, to repair it. And hopefully one day it will be all brand new and open for tourism, that younger generations can understand where they came from and what it took, to get to where we are today. Very important. Well, it's 3:30 and they're feeding. We figured this was just an early supper, but it's actually lunch, and then they're thinking feeding us supper yet. So we're trying to discuss when that'll happen and what else is the plans for today. I think we're done at the farm, which I didn't realize, or I would have said goodbye.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one